Hi there and welcome back. It's Lisa from Critters'n Ink Designs in Ontario, Canada. And today we're going to do the new paper pumpkin. Yay! Just before we go into that though, there's a couple things that I wanted to just go over. And one of them is the Join Special for October, for the month of October. If you've sort of had it in your mind to become a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, this is a great time to do it. They're celebrating 35 years of being in business, and you have two choices. You can either get 35% off the cost of your starter kit, meaning you could purchase $165 worth of product and pay only $87.75 Canadian. And the other option is to get 35% more product. So you would pay the normal $135, which normally you would get $165 worth of product, but now you can choose $222.75 worth of product. So that's an amazing offer to start. And really, like, you don't have to do what I do if you want to be a demonstrator. I do this by choice. When I first became a demonstrator, I only did it for the discount because I was new to stamping and I was purchasing like a mad person. And my friend Jennifer said, you know what, you should be getting a discount because you're spending so much money. So I did sign up to become a demonstrator. And then before you know it, a bunch of my friends wanted to hop on my little bandwagon here. So thus I became a demonstrator with a team. I have a small team. I only have 5 people on it. And that's fine. We have a lot of fun. We get together on Zoom once a month for our team meeting. And then most of us get together. I have a couple that are out of town, but the ones that are in town, we get together once a month here at my home for a stamp club. One evening a month. So if you live close to me in Northumberland County, you could definitely pop into that if you're a demonstrator. The other thing is, let me see my notes here. Oh yeah, there's a new kit, and I still haven't opened it. I'm gonna go down to my desk view here so you can see it. So there's a new kit that just came out this past week or so, and it's called the Rustic Christmas Countdown. And I purchased 2 of them because I want to do one like this as a, what do you call that? Like a advent calendar kind of. And the other one I'm going to use all the parts to make cards. So I'm not going to open it now because I am going to be opening it at some point to do the kit. And I'll open it all then, but it comes with a bunch of little clothespins. They're little fat little things. They're really cute. So I just want to let you know that that's out there. And in my last video, I had mentioned some designer series paper that had red foil on it. And I had it, I was getting ready for my class that night, so I had it sort of with my other stuff, but here it is. And anything on these papers that are red are foiled. So you can see, and I don't know, all of a sudden my view has gone unsynchronized. So I'm not too sure about why it's doing that. So there's this one with the candy stripe. I just love that. And then there's this one with the little presents with the red foil knots. And this one with the little tree and all the little red dots are foiled. And this one with the holly. It's really pretty. Again, the red is all foiled. And then we have this one with the candy canes. It's adorable. And I think, oh no, here's a couple more that I haven't shown you. Then there's an argyle, which is really cool. And then the other side is like a matte designer paper. So we have the little baubles. And then we have strings of Christmas lights, which are kind of cool. And this one, I don't know what these are. They look like those candies that you get at Christmas time with the little picture in the middle. And then this looks like fir needles. or pine needles or whatever. And then this has little X's on it. I think that's it. Oh, and then there's one that looks like snow, and that's on the back of the holly. So these are very cool. So this is new on the online exclusives. If you want to check those out, there's a few new ones. I think there's 4 or 5 new papers in the online exclusives. So go ahead and check those out. And somebody had a question about online exclusives the other day. And the question, I think, was, do I have to do a separate order? Let me go back to my main camera here. Do I have to do a separate order for the online exclusives? And the answer is no. Once you're in there, you just click on the menu key and it'll take you down to what's currently available. And then there is a little label called online exclusives, and you go in there and you just add them automatically to your cart. So you don't have to do separate orders, or you don't have to do it through me. You just go right ahead and do it as if you were doing a regular order, and do it that way. Okay, so I'm going to grab my kit. I'll go back down to my desk view here. So I hope my synchronization, whenever I jump down to my desk view, my synchronization goes all wacky. I don't know why. That's very bizarre. Okay, I'm going to go back to my main camera. This is really weird. So when I'm on my main camera like this, what I see is exactly what I see. And when I go down to my desk view, it's like 30 seconds to 45 seconds behind. Very, very odd. I think I'm going to try. Sorry, give me 2 seconds here. I'm going to try. And I'm going to fix this. Let me go back to my main camera while I fix this. So I'm going to go here. Oh, I don't know if I can do that. Okay, I'm going to do that. Remove. And then I'm going to add a scene. This software really has me baffled, I'm telling you. It makes my hair fall out. So I'm just going to add that. Video capture device. Okay, there we go. Okay. Hopefully this works. Now it seems to be synchronized again. Okay. So let's open up this little guy. Thanks for hanging in there. And if you're just popping on, say a quick hi to me so that I know that you're here. So this paper pumpkin is called Home for the Holidays. Hi, Nancy. Thanks for joining. It's called Home for the Holidays, and it's the October 2023 kit. So let's see what we have. So we have a stamp set. And let me know if that shadowing is really horrible once I get the kit going. So it says on here, we've got Happy Holidays. Let me put something behind that. Let me grab a piece of white paper. Is that better? Yeah. So it says Happy Holidays, celebrate wonder and joy. Hi, Susan. How are you? And Merry Christmas. And then it has like a little gingerbread house and this looks like trees. I don't know what this is, probably snowflakes. And then we have some like actual snowflakes. So those are very cute. And we have a bottle of glimmer glue. Look at that. I've never seen this in a paper pumpkin before, so I'm pretty excited about that. And then we have a Stampin' Spot in Real Red. So let's see. All right. I love how they coordinate the tissue paper every month with the paper pumpkin product. It's pretty neat. Okay. So I think this one and next month's coordinate somewhat from what I've kind of read on some of the websites. So I'm excited about that. The one next month is a, it's like treat packages, but there are, and there's an add-on that you can purchase that is greeting cards as well. So I haven't ordered them yet. I wanted to look at them. I'm just holding off. I have a few things I want to do for an order. And you know what? This shadowing is going to drive me bonkers. So let me just turn that light off. That's better. So I'm using a new microphone, so let me know if it's working. I actually got one that plugs in because my other one was battery operated and I was always worried that it was going to kick the bucket halfway through my video. So here's the instruction sheets. And the instruction sheets are pretty self-explanatory. It shows you, you know, if you have stamping on it, it always shows you a block and then what you're going to stamp. And then it shows you if you're going to put dimensionals or glue dots and the elements that you need. So they're pretty good. And then there's always a ruler on the inside. If you're going to be using ribbon or something, there's always a ruler on the inside. And then on the back, there's always alternatives to give you ideas of how to stretch your kit. So you're not just using it for the paper pumpkin kit. You can use it with other products that you have. So let's see what's in here. We've got some glue dots and some dimensionals. Oh, good. Thanks, Susan. And then oh, look at this. We have these little house cutouts. Aren't these cute? And then there's these. And our envelopes. So the envelopes are plain on the inside, which is kind of a downer because I always use the inside. I cut my envelopes apart and use the inside as designer series paper, but these envelopes are really pretty with the wreath on the end, on the inside. I mean on the outside. And our card bases. So let's see, what do we have? So we have four, is that four? Two, four. Four of this one. And four of this one. And then we have some tree punch outs. Just one sheet of those. And some banners. Ooh, look at this. And some glimmer banners with the shimmer on it. And the shimmer does not come off. I have no shimmer on my fingers at all, so that's great. All right, so let's see what we need for our first card. Let me get these organized so that I'm not fumbling all over the place here. So let's see, what do we need? So for our first card, we're going to need one of these and a shimmer block and one of these, I think, and some trees. So we'll take a little tree and a big tree and a double tree. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, I guess, is stamp Happy Holidays on our white banner, which I didn't grab. Oh, what did I do with those? Oh, they're right here. I'm telling you, if it was any closer, it would bite me. Okay, so let me grab a block. Now, when you buy your first paper pumpkin is a monthly subscription, and when you order your first kit, you receive a block like this. And it says paper pumpkin on it. This one says Stampin' Up, but yeah, they come like this and they say paper pumpkin on it. So now you only get a block like this with your first kit. I prefer to use these ergonomic blocks, but I do use these as well. And if you buy the other kits in the brown boxes, every single kit has a block in it. Oh yeah, I was looking for Happy Holidays. And the best way to put these on your block is to let it sit and relax and then pick it up. Now, it's a brand new block, so I'm going to clean it. Or not a brand new block, brand new stamp. So I'm going to give it a quick wipe with my chamois. My chamois is stained, but it is clean. So there's just water in there. And I'm going to grab my big real red because I keep my little stamp spots for traveling or to give away as gifts. So first thing we'll do is stamp Happy Holidays on our banner, but I just want to make sure it's going to stamp well, and it does. It stamps beautifully. Okay, so let's go ahead and stamp that. Make sure I'm sort of straight. Not bad. I'll take it. Okay, so we'll put that away, and I'll get the ink out of here because for sure I will get it on my card. Okay, so card number 1. So we stamped our Happy Holidays, and we're going to put a bunch of dimensionals on the back of our house. Now, I tend to be a little overzealous with my dimensionals, but because I hate a saggy card, so but you can put as few or as many as you like on yours. You get plenty there, and also we want to put dimensionals on our Happy Holidays. And on the back of our trees. I'm going to move this one up. And I don't know if my sister-in-law, Susan, is watching. If you are, I hope you're feeling a little bit better today. Just had a rough week. Okay, so this goes like this. And then these trees go on top of that, like this. And I need some glue dots for my little, where's my take your pick tool? Let's see. Oh, it's on this messy desk somewhere. I'm going to use tweezers because I have no idea where my take your pick tool is. Now, if you don't care for glue dots, and some people don't, I think they're great myself, but if you do not like these glue dots, go right ahead and use your liquid glue or tear and tape or whatever works for you. So I'm going to put this up here on a bit of an angle. And I'm going to put the Happy Holidays. Make sure it's right side up. So I'm going to put that like that. And then we can attach the rest of our elements. That's a lot of dimensionals. I know there's a couple of fellas in England who draw lines through their dimensionals so that when they take off the cover of the dimensional, they know that they've peeled it to the sticky part. It's probably not a bad idea. There, I'm going to line up my edges. Can you see? I'm going to line up my edges like that. Oh my gosh, that's cute. And then I am going to put my trees on. So I'm going to pop one down here. Pop these guys over here. This is really cute. I'm just trying to figure out what they're doing with the glue, the glitter glue. So they've got this one here. So let's take out our glitter glue here. And it just looks like they've outlined the roofs to give it a bit of glitter. Let's see what that looks like on here. Oh, it's glittery. That's fun. Okay. So we'll put that along our roof line. I don't want to get over crazy with the glue. That's really cute. Stampin' Up! Has another product too. I'm not sure which catalog it's in. I think it's in the annual catalog. And it's heat activated snow. So it comes in a squirt bottle. And you use your heat tool on it and it expands and bubbles up and it looks like snow. It's pretty cool. That looks really neat, nice. I wonder how long this takes to dry. I guess we'll find out. There. Oh, cute. Okay. So we'll put that aside to dry. You could always, I guess we could put some on our trees too. Why not? Since we have it. I'm not going to go crazy because it's not a very big bottle, but might as well have glitter on your trees, right? So wherever there's a bit of blue, you can see where the trees are kind of blue. I'm just putting a bit of the glitter. That's really cute. I think a few years ago they had something like this, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right, Susan? I think they did. I don't know whether I don't think they still do, but I know a few years ago they had something like this. If they did, I probably still have it. But there, that's very cute. Oh, Nancy, I love you too. And in fact, if you wanted to get a couple of your girlfriends together, we could do that. There, so there's our first card. Now I'm not going to, I'm just going to put it aside so that our glitter can dry. I guess I could have folded my card base. I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and see until it's dry. We'll check it out in a few minutes. So I'm just going to pop this way over on my desk so that I can't hit it with anything because that will make me crazy. And let's see what I have here. So this is the Snowfall Accents Puff Paint. And I have a feeling it's on the online store. I'm not sure. Susan, if you have your laptop handy, can you check and maybe let me know? Anyway, so it comes out like this. Oops, not like that. So you would use it as an accent. I should have, let me shake it. That's pretty liquidy. I think I need to shake it. It's pretty liquidy. It's not typically this liquidy. All right. So, yeah, it's still pretty liquidy, but so let me grab my heat tool. I just need to plug it in. Show you how that works. Okay. So I've got my heat tool here. And normally you wouldn't use like that much. So when it starts to puff, it's almost like popcorn. There it goes. It doesn't look the greatest on this cardboard, but just to give you an idea. Oops. Don't ask me what I did there. Let me close that. I'll just see if I can do a little, like if you were doing snow around a window. Seems to be coming out very liquidy. I don't recall it being that liquidy, but I'm just going to change my focus. There, that's a bit better. See, maybe that'll show up better. There, you can see it's starting to go like popcorn a little bit. Isn't that cool? I love this stuff. All right, back to business. A girl and her toys, that's all I'm saying. All right, so we'll put that away. And then now I've got it in my brain that we had this glitter stuff a few years ago. So I'm going to have to check my stash and see what we have. Okay, so for card number 2, what do we need? Card number 2, we need this card base. So Nancy, when you do a workshop with me, everything is included in the cost. You don't have to bring anything. I supply everything and teach techniques, and it's fun. It's fun. We have, as I say, I have 2 here every month, one in the day and one in the evening. The evening one is typically always the same ladies, and it's sold out pretty well, but I'm open to doing another one. And then, and I need this. Yeah, so if you're interested in that, give me a quick buzz. Or we could even get together when the guys are out flying. We could do that too. All right, so let's see. On this, card number 2, so we're going to put dimensionals on the back of our house. And we're going to stamp Merry Christmas and use the same silver banner thing and then the same white banner thing. So here's our banner. Here's the white one that we're going to stamp on. And here's the silver background one. And we have our house. All right, so let's clean this stamp. Nancy, I was watching a couple of your cooking videos that you do. Nancy is a, oh my gosh, I hope I get this right, Pampered Chef distributor. And she made this pizza one afternoon, and I actually the next day made that pizza dough, and that was the best pizza dough I've ever had. It was delicious. All right, so I'm going to put the Happy Holidays away and grab the Merry Christmas. And let me just pick that up. And again, because it's a new stamp, I'm going to clean it before I put ink on it. And grab my cardboard there and just do a test stamp. And I always do this when I have a new stamp. I always make sure that that I stamp it a couple of times to make sure. First of all, you want to season your stamp a little bit and make sure that your stamp is clean and ready to go, and there's not too much water on it from cleaning it. So we're good to go there. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp my Merry Christmas onto my banner. And I just got ink all over my block. That's not good because for sure it'll transfer onto something, if I know me. Okay, so let's go ahead and stamp that. Beautiful. Oh, see? Inky fingers. Look at that. Thank goodness that's going to be on the back. Where's my ink? Somewhere on my hands. I'll just have to be careful. And yeah, Nancy, go ahead and toot your own horn. Nancy's in the food biz, and she does these videos from her home of different products that she sells and recipes, and they're so good. You're a good cook. All right, so there's our houses, and we're going to put dimensionals on the back of our Merry Christmas, and we're going to put glue dots on the back of our silver doodad there. There we go. Alrighty, so let's see what we're doing here. We are going to put our house on. There. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this onto here. And I'm just lining up the bottom of my card with the bottom of my house piece. And oh shoot, you know what? I needed to put my other house there too, and I didn't do that. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can peel this off. Ah! I missed that part. Too busy yapping. Yikes. Okay. There. Ooh. Okay, so this is going to go here first. Yeah. Okay, so let's get some dimensionals on this guy. And maybe I'll pop one more right there. And because I peeled those dimensionals off the back of the other house, I'm going to have to maybe pop some glue on there. On the back of that other dimensionals so that they stick, because I left most of the sticky right on the card itself. So let me pop this one down. So there's that one, and I'm just going to grab a little bit of glue. Now in here, this is just one of these little bottles I got on Amazon, but I'm using the multi-purpose liquid glue by Tombow, which is my favorite glue. But this one is handy just for doing little dots. There, so let me just pop that on top of here. Now these cards are quite thick, so if you're going to be mailing them, as opposed to dropping them in somebody's mailbox, you may want to check with the post office because height is an issue sometimes. When I was doing our monthly swap a couple of months ago, I actually got a card back, and it's funny because I sent out a bunch of them, but I only got one of the cards back because it was too big, and yet all the other ones went. So don't even ask me why that happened. I thought that was kind of weird. And so this is going to go down here, but it was considered oversized, and I ended up having to put like another $1's worth of stamps on. There, so I'm going to pop that there, and then I'm going to pop our sentiment up on the dimensionals. So there's like 4 layers, and 3 of them are on dimensionals. So this would definitely qualify as an extra postage card, I have a feeling. So let's grab our little sparkly glue business here. I'm going to zoom in a little, I think, if I can. There we go. My phone has a habit of unzooming itself, so if it does, sorry, because it may. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the glue down, and then I'm going to squeeze a little line here. So on here, there's little blue lines. I don't know, did I tell you that last card? So there's little blue lines you can see, and I'm just putting this sparkly stuff just along the blue lines. Well, I'm presuming that that's why they put the blue lines there, to make it like silly proof. This is very sweet. So typically when I get my paper pumpkin, I usually do 1 or 2 cards the way the kit is, but I like to experiment, so I always end up doing a few alternatives, and the kit always comes with a few alternative ideas, and then I'll go on Pinterest and see what other people have done, and I'll use up my kit that way. Pinterest is a great source of inspiration. If you have a set of stamps and you can't figure out what the heck to do with them, like your brain is just not in creative mode, go on Instagram or Pinterest. I didn't mean to say Instagram. Pinterest. Instagram too. I'm not a huge... I should post more on Instagram, but I can't seem to get my brain there. But Pinterest, oh, there's so much good creative juices running on Pinterest. It's just amazing to me. So like I said to Nancy, you're completely new to this. These kits come 100% inclusive. So anything you need to make this kit is included. Look at how cute that is. There. Very sweet. See all that glitter. All right. So I'm going to put this one over here to dry as well. So we've done the 2 cards from the kit. So let's see what they have for alternatives. So let me see. Unfortunately, they don't tell you what stamp sets they used. So I have to rack my brain here for a minute. I don't think I have either one of these, to be honest with you. Let's see, what can we do? I wonder if I have a Santa. Just a sec. I'm gonna check and see if I have a Santa somewhere. I don't. However, yeah, I don't have a Santa, but I have horse and sleigh. Let me just zoom out a bit. So I have horse and sleigh. Thanks, Nancy. So we could do one of these and cut it out and put it in front of the snow. And then I have the trucking along, which is very cute. So it's got a little pickup truck that we could do. So we could do one of each. Why don't we do that? So first thing we'll do is the one horse open sleigh. Now this sleigh is pretty big. I don't know if it'll fit on here. Yeah, I think it will. The cat hair is free, by the way. We share our cat hair. Yeah, that's, I don't know. We could. Why don't we do that? Okay, so let me grab a piece of cardstock. And a larger block, because that is a big one. Holy Dinah. Is that even going to fit on there? I have to get my really big one. Which, seriously, I have no idea where that even is. So I'm going to use my Stamparatus because I don't know where my really big blocks are. The big blocks are the same size as this. And I used to just keep them on my cart here. And then I got a wild hair one day and was cleaning up, and heaven only knows where I put them. Somewhere really safe, obviously. So safe that I have no idea where they are. So I was playing around with my rocking horse stamps earlier today. I'll just get that off. I know this looks brutal, but it doesn't hurt the stamps at all. So I'm just going to put this back here so I don't lose it. And now, unfortunately, we can't get this Stamparatus anymore. I do have one that I'm willing to part with. It's still in the box. But unfortunately, they're not available anymore, and it drives me crazy. All right, so I'm going to place that there. And it doesn't really matter where I place it because I'm going to be cutting it out. So I've got it placed on my Stamparatus, and I'm going to pick up my stamp. And I'm not sure what color to stamp it out in. Maybe gray, because I'm going to color it. So let me grab a gray. And some markers. I'll probably have to get more. Oh, I didn't get anything for the horse, but that's okay. All right, so I'm going to stamp it out in gray granite, smoky slate. So the beauty of the Stamparatus is, if you haven't used one, is that, see how the head of the horse didn't stamp out very well? That's okay. I'm going to move my magnet out of the way, and I'm going to re-stamp the horse's head. Actually, I'm going to re-stamp the whole thing. Oh, and it shifted. You know what? I'm going to redo it. So the good thing about paper is that it has two sides. And I'm going to do it this way. Put that there to stabilize that. So sometimes my rubber mat moves. So let's see how we did on that one. Much better, but my people's heads got cut off. So let's turn that way. Much better. Just want them a little darker. Oh, I should have left well enough alone. It shifted, but you know what? I'm going to live with it. If I wasn't doing a demonstration, I would do it again. So, put this out of the way. And let's make our sleigh red. So I'm going to use Real Red Light. Is this light or dark? Light. So I'm just going to color it in Real Red Light. Now these are alcohol markers, so they blend. So when I come in with my darker red to do some shading, it'll blend. Apparently I don't know where the sleigh ends because I just went over the end. Oh boy. That's all right. It is what it is today. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm coming in with my darker one, and I need a new one. The tip on this is getting a little scary. So I'm going to use the bullet point here just to come in and do some shading. Coloring is not my forte, I can tell you that right now. There, and I'll just come around like this. So now I'm going to come back in with my Real Red Light, and I'm just going to blend that. And that'll soften those lines. So when you're using alcohol markers like this, you need to use a water-based ink. If you use an alcohol-based ink to stamp your design, the alcohol markers will actually dissolve that and make a real smeary mess, so you don't want that. I'm just going to fix this line here a little bit. And I went over my line a little bit, so I'm just going to grab my color lifter. Color lifter. So the color lifter, I have no clue what's in it. Could be just alcohol for all I know. And I can come in here and erase where I made a boo-boo. And the color will actually lift right out. There, much better. Okay, and I'm going to color their little jackets green. So that's the dark. That's the light. So I'm using, this one is Old Olive. You know what? Just for time's sake, I'm going to make their little jackets match. And their blankets too. Being lazy. Okay, I'll do some shading with the dark. I have no clue what that is, so I'm just going to color it dark. As I say, coloring is not my strength. Yeah, Nancy, I know what you mean. Mine are still too little. Mine are only 3, 2, and I have 2 2-year-olds and a 4-year-old, so their coloring skills aren't the greatest either. But I haven't done a lot of coloring. I used to do a lot of it, and I was getting pretty good at it. And then for some reason this summer, I've kind of gotten away from it. That's not really exciting, this here little thing, but I'm just going to grab a color for their faces. I'm going to go with these lights. Oh, and I need some colors for the horse. So I'm going to grab pecan pie and maybe pebbled path. So for their faces, I'm using either 800 or 900. That's 800. That's 900. I'll use 900. It's a little bit darker and it's cold out, so their faces are probably red. Poor guys, they'd be freezing. And I'm going to put, no, I'm going to wait until I cut it out. I was going to put some sparkle on their hats, but probably not a good idea. And then this poor horse, I'm going to color him in pecan pie. And what do these two look like together? Pecan pie and crumb cake. So that's pecan pie. And that's crumb cake. Not bad. Oh, I don't know. How about pebbled path? Oh, maybe the crumb cake and the pebbled path. I think I'll do that. So let me go back to crumb cake and pebbled path. So I'll start out with the dark crumb cake since I'm going with pebble path. This probably isn't going to look like any horse you've ever seen lately, but that's all right. We'll make his bridle red to match his people. I can't believe I don't have a stamp with a Santa. I think there might be one in one of the old paper pumpkins. I'll have to have a look and just check it out. Did you hear that? Who was that? That's Georgie. Oh my goodness. Life's tough when you're a kitty. Go tell Dad you're hungry. I'm busy. There, so I'm going to put his real red here. Again, don't judge me. My coloring sucks. And then Pebbled Path. I'm going to use the light because it's pretty dark, I think. I really like this Pebbled Path. It's like a really dark taupe. Those little eyeballs are in there somewhere. I probably should have done the Pebbled Path first because now I can't see my lines, but that's all right. There. Again, not the best horse you've ever seen, but whatever. I'm just going to blend that out a little bit. And this is the dark crumb cake. I'm going to grab the light because I think it's just getting a little dark, that poor little dark horse. I just want to blend it. There, poor guy. He looks terrible. Okay, I'm just going to grab my dies and then cut them out. So let me see here. Horse and sleigh dies. All right. Got so much stuff on my desk now. I got no place to work. All right, so I've got my dies. I got my poor dilapidated little horse. That is very sad. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna line it up so you can sort of see. Not bad. Okay, so I'm just going to run that through. Oh shoot, I moved it. Okay, hold on. There, I think that's okay. All right, so I'm going to crank it through. So there's our horsey. Poor thing. Saddest little horse in the West. All right. So, as I said, don't judge my coloring because it's pretty bad. All right, so now I'm going to put him on dimensionals. And one more. There. And we'll pop him up there. And what else could we put on here? Probably pop a tree. We'll pop a tree. Why not? Pop a tree up here on dimensionals. there, and then I will stamp a sentiment. We could use a sentiment from, let's see, what do we have? Wishing you a season of cheer. I wonder if that will fit on one of these. I kind of think it won't. Oh, we could do sending warmth your way. That'll fit. Okay, we'll do that one. All right, so I'm going to put that over there. That one is still dirty, but okay, and my ink. Let's just test it. Beautiful. That's crooked. I'll flip it over. It's better. Still a little bit high, but I can live with it. And I'm going to pop this on dimensionals as well. All right, so there we go. Sending a little warmth your way. And there we have our other alternative, or an alternative. And I think I'll call it a day because I've been on for like an hour. Just going to use my bone folder and fold this over. Clean up our mess and we'll see what we've done. So let's get these out of the way. Got the markers all over the place. What a mess. Holy Dinah. All right. So here's the other one that we made. So this glue didn't take very, oh, it's still very wet. Look. Yeah. So it did take a while. It's still dry, not dry. So what about this one? This one is dry. So that's been, what, half an hour. So I guess it takes about a half an hour for it to dry because this one is still not dry. I have it all over my thumb. So fun to do though. Let's give this a burnish because I didn't do it earlier. So there we go. So there are the 3 cards. And I will be working on some alternatives during the week. Whoop, or during the weekend, I guess. Tomorrow's Friday already. And I will get those up on my webpage. So once again, if you're interested in paper pumpkin or you think it might be something that you'd like to know a little bit more about, let me know. It is a monthly subscription, but you can purchase it for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, a year. And when you purchase it for a whole year, you end up basically getting 1 month free. There's a bit of a sale there. So thanks for joining me this afternoon. I've had some fun playing with this. I will try to hone my coloring skills since they pretty well suck. And thanks for joining me. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.